Hello, this is Sid. In this video, I'm going to show a test drive of Essofore semantic search engine. I will begin by creating a instance, EC2 instance, where Essofore is deployed. So let's start by giving this instance a name. Say test drive 01. And for the instance type, you need an instance that has minimum 1 GB of RAM. So I'm going to choose this one. Then I'm going to select a key pair to SSH into this server. And under network settings, the SO4 web server is going to run on port 8080 by default. So in order to connect to the server, I'm going to open up port 8080. And I will do that by editing the network settings. And then I come over here and I enter the port 8080, and over here I'm going to allow access from all IP addresses. In your specific situation, you should modify this to allow access to your known client servers. And then let's launch the instance. Now that my instance is running, I'm going to SSH to it, and I do that over here. Now let us see if the SO4 web server is already running, and we will do that by executing this command sudo systemctl status so4.service, and it shows that the web server is already running. So by default, the web server is set up to save all the data in this directory called opt so4 data. And you can see there is a config file and a history file that is generated. You can modify this default directory, and to do that, you will make changes to a config file called application.properties, which is located at this path, opt so4 bin. So I'm going to show this config file, and these top three lines are the ones that you most commonly want to change. The first one stores the location where the application is going to log its data. The second is the directory where the application is going to store its data. If you attach a secondary volume to your EC2 instance, then you can specify a path to this secondary volume to store the data. And the third is the port where the server is going to be running. The rest of the settings you don't need to modify, and I'll make a separate video to go over them in some other time. If you do make changes to this file, then you should restart the server for the changes to take effect. And to restart the server, you will first execute systemctl stop so4 service and then systemctl start so4 service. So I'm not going to make any changes to the config now, and I'm going to use the existing config. Next, I'll show you how to see the logs, and you do that by executing this command, journal ctl -u Essofore -f, and now you in this window you will be able to see the logs of the server as it is running. The next step for us is to provision a client machine from which we are going to make calls to the server. So let us do that.